Morning, Friday. Morning, Rob. What's up, guys? Nasdaq's a little bit higher today. Market's going to open in a little bit. Let's check out what's going on around the horn here today. IBD's got some pretty bullish articles on stocks to buy right now. I can find it here. Cuts churn, huh? I don't see that same article. I know Zscaler was on their list of stocks to buy right now. See if I can find the article. Oh, it was, you know what? It was in an article. So I have to go into an article. Oh, looks like market's open. Obviously, Beyond Meat gapping up a little bit this morning. Looks like it's selling off some pretty euphoric rise this thing has had. LK, oh, that's Atlassian. Atlassian breaking that trend line very definitively. Which is really good. Great volume this morning. Look at that. 1 minute into the open. Look where you are. That volume is big. I do own it. Okay, good. Square 1% higher this morning. Roku, Yeti, GLD higher. What's lower? NBEV, Amazon, Match.com, Sherwin-Williams, which was having great set of days there. We haven't really covered Sherwin-Williams much, but right there, kind of had it. Great day on earnings, and it's it's basically a buy on almost any pullback at this stage of the game. It's like Twitter's up, trying to fill out this cup and handle base right here. Look at that. I think it's way deeper. And yeah, 45%. Probably not a very valid cup, unfortunately. So the middle of that is, I don't know. Too much math for right now. Starbucks had a huge gap up, selling off. That's kind of expected. Look at this extension on the weekly chart. Just boom. Huge. Huge day for Starbucks. Great earnings. Cyber pulling back down pretty far already. That's not good. Square moving up the rankings, which is good. Carvana also up here now. Carvana, I love this. I love yesterday with Carvana. Look at that. This is the 5-minute chart. Just straight up sideways and going a little higher this morning. Let's hope that sustains. Yeti up about 1%. Choppy day yesterday. Not too bad. Square 1.3. See if it's... I was trying to get above the trend line. Let's see what it can do. TLRA is a stock I found yesterday. Where are you? Right there. Look at this thing on the weekly chart. Beautiful little bull flag. I was putting an alert here at the 849 level. Has earnings coming up too. That one's not bad. I also bought Kiwi yesterday. Kiwi broke out. I bought this kind of late in the day there, right about there, where this volume started to decline, and then we started to pop up again. Right after that little thing, I bought it right there. Look at this daily on Kiwi and the weekly. I love this type of setup. I think it's still buyable. Look at the volume on this thing. I mean, it doesn't look like a big move, but look at that volume. Two major pocket pivots right there and yesterday. And I was able to get it yesterday, so I feel kind of good about that. Hopefully that will continue its large earnings rally. Anik up another 4%. Man, they really liked Anik. Like, really liked Anik. All right, so team, they're pulling back a little bit. Very good volume on the open. Oh, there's earnings, that's why. I didn't notice that at first. Okay, so earnings on team is actually probably not that good then, that it's not staying higher. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. As the guys at the top of the order here are moving around, so I never know what I'm going to get when I hit down. Good stuff. Let's real quick check our cheap stock scanner. This is just on a gap. This list should change later in the day. Look at that thing. Wow, Wrecker. Wrecking it, Wrecker. ATEC looks pretty good. Ooh, that looks nice. Mobile, what is this? Mobile iron? Mobile iron. Look at this. You got a big ass cup and handle right there. And then it's just starting to break out 6.6 over this level right there. So gap up a couple days ago and moving up today. I don't know much about this thing, but I likey that. Develops a mobile IT platform for enterprises to secure, manage mobile applications, content, and devices. In the same industry group as ServiceNow. Let's go check it out. I mean, it's from an early buy perspective, it's still definitely buyable. So 87 composite ranking, 0% EPS. It's not even negative, it's just 0. This should be positive 50%. That should be negative 8 million %. 10%. Yeah, nothing very good here. 753 million market cap. B plus accumulation distribution is pretty good. 4 quarters of increasing fund ownership. You know, I need to do another list. Create watch list. Let's do potential super stocks. This way we don't murder our we don't murder our list with weird stuff. That one's actually not too bad. Just broke out of that base at 322 with increasing volume. Obviously, earnings gap. Yeah, this one definitely could run. We're adding that to the list. I mean, I'm not buying it today. I'm not an idiot. Today's a good day to short it as it forms a large base at about the $5 level. Looks like it IPO'd back here in 2017. 5.5 is our prior high. It's a good one to keep an eye on. I mean, it may take a while for it to go out. Don't quite know what it does, but this is a good list to go through. Look, that's a good looking chart. INSG also potential super stock. Sometimes these things can take months and months to develop, so you don't want to lose sight of them. I think another watch list is a good idea. What about this one? ATEC. We got down here at $5. Good volume stepping in. Potential super stock. We had TLRA yesterday as a potential super stock. Probably a little off the reservation right now. Probably should be focusing more on current market action, but the Nasdaq's doing good, 0.5%. Already rallied a little bit. I'm not really mad at that. Looks pretty good, not great. GSS. Wow. PTSI. Oh, stock split. INSG's looking a little better. It just bounced off the 50-day, where in the past it had blown straight through it. So there's the 50-day. We chop it up, resistance, 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 breaks it, support, breaks it, held here, held here. INSG looking good. 8.6 for earnings on INSG. I hate earnings. Just hate them. Okay, what's that one? That was not bad. Weekly chart on that one is pretty nice. Yeah, no volume yet. Gots to have some volume, and a lot of it. I mean, let's use INSG as an example. Wherever it is now. So here you go. Lots of volume stepping in. Got some volume over here. That's okay. It was high. But look at how low it gets. And then look at just the massive volume the latter half of last year. As it bases out, breaks out, it's doing the same thing again. Although obviously some distribution candles up here, but massive volume. All right, let's get back to a regular market action. Actionable list. We have a team up here, 3.7. All right, it's holding the gain so far. That's good. LK, which has been pretty awesome. Sell-off ladder yesterday, or not, middle of the day yesterday, right here. Sell-off in the middle of the day. Let it rest for a couple of days. Anik, great chart the other day. Beyond Meat, just massive profit taking this morning as the stock just hits outrageous numbers. So yeah, so I had someone asked me yesterday. It may have even been you, Rob. You just have a different. I'm more visual than I am numbers or letters there, so I'm not sure if you're Rob or not in the other power hour, but yeah, I had two call options from like down here at a really great buy point, probably the perfect buy point, and I closed them out here. One on the pop day when I was up 100%, and the next as it was looking like it was choppy and getting ready to pull back in a little bit. But I'd have been up another 100+%, 150. Actually, I think another 200% if I remember the numbers correctly. So I was trying to remember my run in 2017, what made me so successful, and it was staying with the big movers. I mean, really, it's cutting the losses. Oh, okay, Rob. Well, that's why I'm repeating it here. I figured you'd get some use out of it. You know what I did in 2017. I mean, at least for me, was just phenomenal. It was just ridiculous. It was basically Beyond Meat's performance from its IPO was my chart for the last half of 2017, and yeah, I was staying with those big winners and not being afraid to take profits when the opportunity presented itself, but being patient at the same time. And I was a little not so patient with this guy. So try to learn that lesson. Twilio, oh, take two. Damn it, I was talking about this yesterday. Although I think I'm pretty heavy. I don't know if I have any available cash. Yeah, basically have no cash. Um, but I was looking at this guy yesterday. Look at there's a little curl here. It's pretty small, but it's still there. I was looking at that yesterday as it had a pretty good day. Or right there. Curling up now. It's having a good day today too. Beyond Meat. Still doing good. Tilra. Wait for that one. UPLD. Where's UPLD? Qualis. Earnings. Too soon. I'm not going to jump on that one. But this looks excellent. This is our $100 stock. It's been basing since a year. It's a year-long base on this one. I don't know. This is just beautiful, and I just have a sinking suspicion that it's going to do good things. Speaking of which, let me look it up in StockShed. Cyber. I don't know. Oh, I don't have Cyber. Oh, no, I've got Atlassian. I jump around too much. Yeah, Google had a really... What's it doing this morning? Yeah, Google just a tremendous move. Unfortunately, Google, looks like we were eyeing Head and Shoulders here for a minute. Probably before that last run up there. Really, its buy point is really up here at all-time highs as it forms this channel. I don't know, though. That's a big move. I'm not sure if I would jump on this right there. So close to the high. You have a ton of risk here, and your reward here is very little. You are going to hit some resistance up here at that 1300 level. It's done it twice already. It'll probably do it again. It's also not, I mean, I guess it's a cup and handle, but your buy point's still at the same place at about 1300. And you're just so close that, yeah. So, but in these situations, your stop would be the low of the gap day. FYI. Oh, GE getting up here. Gold getting back a little frisky too. Definitely breaking my trend line there. I did exit this trade, but still eyeballing it. Although I really can't enter it right now anyways. GE, after a bad day yesterday, looks like it's coming back a little bit. I'm not really mad at this GE. I did take a pretty exotic trade on GE too. Technically, it cost me like $20 to put on this trade because I did something I've never done before. I bought an option, then I sold an option, then I bought another option to cover that option. With a net result of zero pay. You know, I didn't pay anything for the trade. All I did was pay commissions, which was like $15 or something. So we'll see how it works out. I have no idea how it's going to work out. I'm a little scared of the trade. But I got a plan. I'm going to work it. Okay, Square. My buddy Square today. Looks like selling off this morning a little bit. See if we can come back. But Square looking pretty good here this morning. Looked really good the other day off of the lows. I'm really... these coiling patterns like this on the intraday chart in low consolidations like this, I've timed several good entries off that. I think this is going to be one of my main things going forward as I try to massage my strategy. But you can see Square here. I talked about this yesterday. I think it pulled back and then it kind of found support here at the top of this first really nice up day. Kind of a doji close. That was this day right here, but has this this it's called the coiling pattern up, down with sequential highs and sequential lows. This one kind of has a flat top, but I'm willing to give that one a pass. Actually, timed a LK purchase on that as well. Right here. No, it's not the same symbol. It's a different symbol. But I bought it at the end of that day, about 19.9, which was right there. And then it went on to do that. And then I bought Beyond Meat. I'm not sure if this was the same symbol or the same signal. But there you see a similar signal right there the other day. I should have bought that again. Yeah, right here. That's right where I bought it. See the coiling pattern again? A little symmetrical triangle throughout the day. I bought it right there. It kind of broke down a little bit, but nothing too bad. And so, yeah. So 3 stocks in a row really for me that I bought these pullbacks in really good spots and has been pretty successful. So I'm hopefully waiting for more of that. I like these little pullbacks. You can have all this weird action. So that's really not an anomaly, because check it out. You've got this where this trend line starts here in this whole base. You don't have this here. You kind of have a curling, a curling pattern. There you have an up and a down. This you have an upward pattern. Here you have kind of a weird H, and then here you have the coil. And the same thing with LK. Not all those days, but the general picture presents itself here. No coil here, just a downtrend. Then you get a coil. I think these are, I mean, obviously not every coil is going to work, but I think it's a pretty good opportunity. Kiwi, what are you doing up here today, Kiwi? You're doing okay. Atlassian up 6%. There we go. All right, finally popping a little bit on earnings. Oh, I bought this one here on the inverted head and shoulders towards the latter part of the day there, so I've been in that one for a couple of days. I did not realize earnings were up too. Hey, what's up, Eli? Yeah, Beyond Meat. Yep. Looks like it's selling a little bit this morning, but I will say one thing about this stock: it has proven to be resilient so far. There's just so much hype and speculation around it right now. Yeah, I wish it would have held it a little bit longer. At least my other half. I sold half of it when I was up the 100%. Like I said, I was going to start doing, and I did it. I should have held the other half a little longer. Got a little impatient with it. But our other stocks are doing good. Carvana off the low here, doing really good. I don't know if I bought this one off. No, I didn't. I bought this one the other day here, I think. Yeah, I bought that. Yeah, somewhere over here. Maybe it was here. Anyway, this one, I don't think this one had a coil going on to it. Not really. No real coil here. There's that, but that wasn't really a coil signal. So I had to buy it a little bit higher up there. I'm getting pretty good at pullback buys, Eli. Of course, the market environment definitely helps a lot more than my skill at pullback buys. Yeah, Beyond Meat taking it a little bit today, but Annex still running from yesterday's good earnings announcement. Let's see if it double tops here on my 5-minute chart. You see, we'll see if it double tops. Atlassian looks like it's pulling back a little bit. Had earnings yesterday, which I didn't realize, which was really stupid. It's really stupid to forget that you have a position with earnings. That's just stupid. Better be lucky than good, and there's luck for you. Overstock. Been kind of waiting for Overstock to get happy. Got a little happy yesterday. Unfortunately pulled back. Looks like it's going to try again as it maintains higher lows throughout this entire little run right here. Looks pretty good. Carvana with a nice flat day yesterday. Buddy TLRA. This is a new lower price stock. I found this yesterday, I think. Nice volume bump here, another bump here. And we'll see if that'll continue on a break of that 849 level. I should have something set up for that, but I don't right now. LK looks like it's just consolidating this nice pop up here. Snap, I think it was green yesterday too. Come on. There we go. Yeah, so it did pull back a tremendous amount yesterday. Looks like it's ready to, man, still ready to go ahead. Look at that daily chart. Nothing to fear at all right there. Good stuff for Snap. I didn't buy any of it. Kiwi. I did buy some Kiwi yesterday on the breakout of this bull flag kind of later in the day. Good volume. Look at the pocket pivot yesterday. Excellent volume coming out of this very long declining trend line here. Take-Two Interactive. This is I was looking to buy this one yesterday. I never did though. It pulled back significantly in the morning. Kind of scared me. I don't think I looked at it again. Pretty decent today though. No news. ESTC. Recent IPO. Great volume over here. Looks like it's basing a little bit. Not quite ready for action yet. Square. Square working really good this morning. How's Etsy doing? Etsy's doing fine, man. Look at Etsy. Etsy's going to have a big move, man. 8-1 for earnings. Hard to hold through earnings. I try not to unless I forget about it. But Etsy does have earnings. Qualys. My buddy Qualys. Oh, I really want this thing to do good. Such a good looking chart. Looks like it's really has these higher lows. This one didn't pull back very far at all. So I'm waiting for this one to pop. 7:31, which is next Wednesday for earnings for Qualys. UPLT, my buddy, new friend Yeti. $600 coolers. If you guys want to keep your Coke cooler for $600, this is a good way to do it. Intuit. This is nice. If you kind of missed Intuit a little bit there, which it was kind of easy to be honest with you, you have another opportunity as it tries to break out of this little basing structure up here. Disney looking okay. Looks like it has earnings coming up too. 8-6, so about a week and a half, 2 weeks. 2 weeks. ZTO still not broken. KG. Higher lows past few days. Yeah, probably. We'll see how the earnings go. Set a reminder. Well, I can set an alert level. I don't really have like a reminder thing. I could put it on a calendar. Maybe that's a good thing to do, is put earnings on a calendar to kind of see what's going on. That's not a bad idea, actually. Amazon down about 2% this morning. Nasdaq doesn't care. It's up 0.61%. Probably because Google's up 10%. Match is lower, 2.38%, as it was looking a little choppy. But Cyber doing good. GE 0.86% coming back. I put this. Oh, Eli, I put this trade on GE, by the way. Yeah, funny thing about, so I figured I'd risk like 1% of my account on this trade because I don't know. I don't want to get super risky, super heavy in this. It's an amazing reward, but I think the risks are also pretty high. So I did kind of a crazy option strategy. Um, I bought the call that I wanted, which was um, the $12 call, and then I sold a $9 put, right? Or no, $10 put. I sold a $10 put. Yeah. And then I bought a $9 put. So in other words, if because earnings are coming up, and I also just kind of wanted to play with it because it's not a very heavy trade. It's taken up a lot of my margin. It's eaten up quite a bit of my 731. So next Wednesday, it's eaten up quite a bit of my buying power because I did sell a put, but at the same time, I don't know. I just feel like it could be worthwhile there. New project incoming for this? No, no, no. Not at all. um, anyway, I figure after earnings I could ditch both of the puts if it gaps up, and then I'll be good to go. And I'll basically have paid like nothing for the strategy. Because after doing all that, I paid 0 for this trade outside of commissions. Pretty interesting. Wasn't Prime Day like last week? Oh, you did get some GE. Okay. Okay. Well, cool. I hope it works, man. It's a decent looking chart. Decent looking chart. Square up 2%. Come on, baby. Get with it. I'm really heavy in Square right now, so a little too heavy with earnings next week, but it is what it is. Oh yeah, Atlassian's doing pretty good there. Oh really? You got a 2021 Leap? What'd you get? Oh, you got the Far Leap. Oh, look at you. What strike price? Think it's gonna be a major turnaround? Yes, Rob, I am at a match. Sorry, I did see I just wanted to continue my thought there. It's kind of complicated. Ditch match for something better. Um, I kind of did the same thing, although I did it for risk reasons. I didn't really ditch it for something better, but I didn't like it. Didn't really pop very far, and not that it's not going to move, but because we're kind of sitting on some resistance here, or I'm sorry, a support line, it could end up, it could bounce off of this. You never do know. So you have a couple, maybe another day or two, um, to do something. Let's go see if there's something better to get into. I mean, Team's doing pretty good today. Alpha earnings hasn't quite broken the prior high, which is ideally what you would look for. Ideally, you want this to break the prior high. That is your technical buy point. See, Annex already too extended. Till Beyond Meat, there's no way I'm getting into that thing right now. What am I in LK on an extension? To be honest with you, it's not too bad. Etsy after earnings would be pretty good. Square, if it breaks this little high from right there, could be pretty good. Although maybe it just stalls out. There's Etsy again, Square again. Take-Two Interactive, little extended, but probably still buyable. Snap's way too far gone. ETSC, Chegg. Kiwi's maybe in an okay area. I do like Qualys, but this has earnings coming up too. Also next Wednesday. This INSG is really perking up, man. Look at those volume bars there. Past a little bit. Really perking up. GH has been nice. It just hasn't really started popping yet. But the volume signature is kind of there from the lows. It's just stalling out for whatever reason. Funko's been okay. Carvana pulling back here this morning. Yeah, there's not a lot on the plate right now to really jump into. A couple of potentials, but I don't know. I'd probably Shop is looking really good. One, two, three, four, five. Shop's a little deep for a flat base at 17% pullback, but this thing on earnings will probably fly. I just have a general feeling. And that means nothing, by the way. That literally means nothing. Forget I said it. Oh, Yeti. Ooh, taking dumps this morning. 1%. 1%. Wow, NASDAQ doing good today. 0.54%. My TQQ's up 2.85. That seems egregiously large. Oh, that's because the Qs and the NASDAQ are different. That's why. We went through this the other day, didn't we? Yeah, there you go. Big gap up on the Qs. That's why I'm up so high on that one. Awesome. Gotta love it. I'm loving it. 27%. I mean, options trading is fun and all, but to be quite honest with you, that TQQQ strategy, I can't think of a simpler, easier thing to do. I mean, if you're up, I mean, what are we up this year? I mean, really, to be honest, by compounding, I think I closed this out at 45%. You know, so let's just take, well, it's easy. If you say 10,000, let's do 1450. And then you add another 20% on top of that times 1.27. Already up 80% on the year. I mean, how do you even argue with that performance out of such a simple strategy? We exited one time, put on another trade, and yeah, 80% for the year. How do you? That's crazy. That's really crazy. That's a lot. 80% in a year is a lot. It's such a good strategy. All right, so let's see what's working. Atlassian still stuck there at highs. So Atlassian could be a buy here. And not quite up to the actual buy point yet. The actual buy point is a little bit higher right there. A little bit higher. Ooh, ESNT. That's a rollover right there. Oh, Carvana's given up at that prior high. Oh, I see Carvana. I should take profits on Carvana. When do I have it till, I guess, is the question. August 16th. About 3 more weeks. Yeah, I'll take it. Although the pullback isn't really bad. Slightly heavy volume. The full retracement isn't very good. Don't need 80% a year. Well, I'm getting 80% on a year on half of my account, so I should be at 40% if the rest of my trade if I did nothing. But I'm in a better spot than that. So yeah, part of my thing with my trading is that if I can't outperform that TQQQ strategy, then I don't do my other trading. Then I only do my TQQQ strategy. But I've been at least equal, if not better, than that strategy. So I'm kind of able to keep on keeping on, which is good. Yeah, because if I can do, really good in the TQs and then just do super excellent in my options trading, it's a no lose scenario really. Until I lose huge, then it's a lose scenario. Nothing really wrong with Carvana up here. But we obviously see some stalling here at the 68 level, and it is right. I didn't quite notice that where it was in the chart. So I guess I'll try to give it some wiggle room. I only have one option. That's right. That's right. Real quote from Real Stocks. You win till you lose. I'll teach you how to win in the stock market until you lose. Now that's keeping it real right there. Don't start pulling in. I like my 30%. Yeah, I'm micromanaging a 5-minute chart. That always goes well. Okay, let's go back to Atlassian. GLD, GE, Kiwi's doing good today, 2%. All right, Kiwi, keep it on, keep it on. Like I said, I bought this one yesterday. I think this one's still buyable. Up about 3% from this point here. I got it a little extended too. I think I got in at like, was it 20.95? So I got in about 1% higher. Right now we're about 3.5% higher. So I think it's kind of reaching the end of its Bible range probably, because this is kind of an extension. And you can see what I did here with the measured move. And hopefully it'll get up there. That's a nice measured move extension up to about 25 from 21. See if it can do that. May have another pause here in the middle, but yeah, I've got this until September 20th, which is right there. Actually, I think I did draw my usual trend line. And yep, that's right about where we top out with that one. So that's why I bought that particular call option. So hopefully we can, we're launching off of this, which gives us plenty of room to kind of get up here and plateau and do some acrobatics. I'll try to stay with that one too. Kiwi's doing pretty good. Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. So Kiwi rocking. Square 2.3% keeps getting up. Anakin, okay. I did have... Oh, Qualys. I was going to eye a Qualys trade. That's what I was going to do. Okay, let's eye a Qualys trade because this thing is just ridiculous. Really I wish I had a little bit more better volume signature, but it is what it is. Okay, so let's take a look at the weekly chart here. Let's see what this thing tends to do. So this thing came down, undercut. This kills the entire basing structure. And then we're starting over here. And then we do flat base. And we run for about 20%. Then we fail. And we don't undercut the base. So we go on to form a cup and handle here. Pretty weird shaped one right there. And then we go to rally 20%. Yeah, that qualifies. Okay. This is a low handle though. It's a very low handle on that one. Goes on to form another base. 1, 2, 3. Not quite a base on base. That's a pullback to the 50-day moving average right there. And then we rally again. That's not another base. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That could be a flat base. That's up 40%. And then goes on to do weird stuff. Finally gets on like a 5th and a 6th stage base. Starts undercutting here. So now you're wiped clean. I think we did this already. This is starting to sound familiar. And then we have uptrend in a cup and a handle. Kind of a long one, kind of a weird one. But weirder things have worked as well. Also basing under 100 is pretty cool as well. Let's double check what they do because I kind of forget. Provides cloud security, enabling organizations to identify security risks to their IT infrastructures. They're ranked number 5 in line with Cyber, Fortinet, and Cyber's not doing so hot right now. 36% EPS change last quarter. 3 last quarters average EPS growth is 51%. So a slight slowdown. Maybe that'll accelerate here in the future. 3-year EPS growth rate is 36%. Sales change only 16%, which is a red flag. Sales pre-tax margin is good at 33%. I'd be interested to know who their actual competitors are. C- accumulation distribution, which isn't great. 0 quarters of increasing fund ownership. 69% relative strength rating, so not the strongest stock either, but it has been basing for a year. Maybe as it gets up towards the technical buy area, it'll be a little bit better. Looking at articles here. It was ranked number 3 about 10 days ago. Now it's ranked number 5. So that's not a bullish indicator. We have 2 other news articles, which are yesterday. And I don't know, it doesn't even mention it. Oh, Qualys was added to the IBD 50. Weird. Long term, the only long term thing I personally do is that TQQQ strategy. That's it. Other than that, I do my pop trading, and then I do my position trading, which is my larger swing trades, which have been few and far between as of late. So I don't know if I would just arbitrarily buy. Aren't you already pretty heavy in Amazon? I don't know if I'd get further heavy in Amazon. Broke underneath the buy point on earnings. So also, I was thinking about, I had an Amazon options play eyed out here that had a really good gain, But I just haven't pulled triggers, and something's weird. I think what's weird is this is such a huge market cap company. It's going to take a lot to push it 20% higher. So I've just been looking at other opportunities. Yeah, then don't go. Then don't go more on Amazon. Yeah, just don't do it. Do something. Do something completely different. Yeah, I wouldn't do that. I would really look for one of these to really make a move, like Atlassian. Like, come on, you know Atlassian. Everyone, no one's ditching Atlassian. I mean, this is pretty good. There's kind of got a frozen rope pattern here going on. If it breaks out, it's already a little high though from this frozen rope structure here. So maybe it'll pull back, but it was already pulling back here for a little bit. Yeah, I would look for, just be patient, Eli. Just be patient and look for something that really checks all the boxes for you. You know. Yeah, I'm trying not to get. I'm trying not to take too many trades, and that's proven to be successful for me. Although I'm still kind of taking too many trades. You mentioned earlier Etsy. If you want to wait for Etsy after earnings, it has a nice setup here. It's one of its. I mean, this was kind of a choppy base. This is its first really good base in a while. So 20% drop there. I agree with Rob. All in on KG. Like, Square's a pretty good. I think Square's a pretty good play. It's not too far out of the ballpark, although there's no major buyable base here. I do think. I mean, I personally think it could go a little bit higher, but it does have earnings coming up pretty soon. I would just wait for just a really good setup. It's not bad to have cash. Although the other day I had a lot of cash and I got rid of all of it. So actually, not quite. That GE trade. I mean, it really tied up a third of my. It tied up a third of my investment capital that was open. So I didn't really go too heavy. If you want to be a little safe, you could do something like Disney, as it works pretty good. As I have a lot of trend lines here. Disney's I like these little curls like this. These are always really nice, at least for me. Oh, see, there's another one of those. Look at that, guys. If you guys weren't paying attention, I'm giving away money here. There's your buy point for Disney. At the end, you gotta do it at the end of the day, though. You can't do it earlier in the day. These have to be end of the day buys. As the market is, I mean, you have to have an overall bullish market. So, you don't want to buy that in the downtrend here. You want to buy that when we're back into the uptrend, which we're still in the uptrend. So, my Carvana. No, Carvana, no. You're turning at 20% now, aren't you? Aren't you? Oh, you're still holding. Okay, probably not. If I go to sell it, it'll probably tank the whole option. But yeah, I'd be patient, Eli. Let the market come to you. Don't look to shove things in places. No news. Just a little bit of distribution. Probably find support there at 64 level. Which, yeah, probably should take most of that profit away. I got to revisit what options I buy. Like, why do I buy options after the earnings announcement? Because I know I'm not going to hold through earnings. I don't like this amount of selling that's happening. Well, I guess better to take a profit than a potential loss, so I'll just cut it. Screw it. It's going to reverse right now, just so you know. Just so you know. In case you didn't already know. I hate this website. What did I end up? Did I end up making money on that one? Oh yeah, I did. Not the 30% though. 14.59 to 17.18. Bleh. Yeah, about 17%. Better than taking a loss on it as it reverses. I should have just cut that earlier. Oh well, yeah. Better take some profit than like I said, take a loss. I want my account to stair step higher. I'm going to be much more aggressive with taking profits. I mean, as kind of annoyed as I was at Beyond Meat, I mean, how annoyed would I be if I didn't take profits and it reversed on me? I mean, you never quite know how these things are going to work out, so it's hard to kick yourself in the foot for doubling positions, and in good fashion too. LK looks pretty good. This thing's still looking good. I don't think it's had its run yet. What do these guys do again? I don't even know what they do. Oh, Chinese coffee. Chinese-based company engages in retail sale of freshly brewed drinks and pre-made food and beverage items. Oh, I noticed that they on Kiwi. What, here? Notice those are no. I don't know what you're talking about. I just noticed the chart and really liked it. Like, this is a great chart. I mean, I knew they blasted off on earnings. That's not unusual actually, and it broke through this long-term trend line. So there's a couple of reasons why I like Kiwi here, but really the follow through on this bull flag is good. Oh, did they? Where'd you see that? Man, this LK sales is 3,300%. Wow. Only 5 billion market cap for LK. Ooh, this thing's tiny. This thing's super tiny. What about Beyond Meat? What's their market cap? 13 billion. Still pretty small. 5 billion is not tiny, but well, good. I'm glad. Keep killing projections. Make me some money for the next month. I likes it. Market pulling back a little bit, 0.42%. Team, wow, look at that. Extending out. So it did break out. That's your tech. Look at the volume this morning. Of course, it's on earnings, very heavy. This is definitely buyable. I know it's already up 8%, but we're taking a level out right here. Now, looking at this chart, some things are like, if you look at something like Snap, it extended from its pattern right there. I can't say exactly Team's going to do the same thing. Hard to say that exactly, but it has really good volume today, and it's just been the model of consistency. Although recently, kind of selling at the trend line has been the ticket. Let's go take a look at. So we have earnings here. We have earnings here, which actually dumped it. We have earnings here, which also dumped it right there. So it gapped up to the top of towards the top of the trend line and then dumped it. And today we're reversing that and actually continuing to go higher. So that's good. It's hard to say. History's not giving us a lot of work here. 1640 beats $7, no doubt. You want to know how math works? Rob's our new math teacher. Rob, you're our new math teacher. So I've got a 5-year-old. I need him to learn about what numbers are bigger, what numbers are smaller. You know, it's pretty funny. I have this book about my kid's already pretty much through kindergarten, 85% of it. So I got him a first grader workbook, and it has greater than, like, what number's bigger, what picture's bigger. I'm like, really? Shouldn't they be past bigger by now? Should be working on other things. They can learn bigger in the midst of doing all this other stuff. Anyway, Rob can teach us math from now on. Yeah, good move there in Atlassian. Really fantastic. Anik looks like double topping a little bit. No major selling though. LK. Wow. 26 over 15 projections? No, the first one's better than the second one. That's 100+%. This other one is about 80% beat. So 100% beat to 80% beat. I mean, still fantastic. You're still jumping earnings pretty good, about 80%. Yeah. What does Kiwi do? Maybe I just jumped onto a really good stock, of course. I think that's why I bought it. Oh, is this a good stock? Good thing I own it. Yeah, that doesn't show a lot of smarts right there. I got a decent position size. Oh, yeah. No, yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, you could say beat projections by, 100+% the past little bit, but yeah, that is really good. And a nice turnaround play here too. All right, so operates electronic online payment systems in Russia. Ooh, and the CIS. I'm not sure what CIS is. Sounds like a TV show on CBS, but payment systems in Russia. So there you go, Kiwi. How about it, Eli? That's right up. That's in your neck of the woods over there. You're our Kiwi analyst. How are we doing here? Industry group rank is 6, right in line with Square too. Square Square just slowly moving higher here today. Not in a huge rush. I mean, had a nice expansion there, but look at that. We definitely broke over that trend line. Solar stocks are hot? What? IBD is telling me right now that solar stocks are hot. All right, we're going to look at hot solar stocks, and then I think I'm going to bounce. All right. I'm just going to look at it on my phone because it's not updated on the thing on the IBD website yet. They call it the solar roller coaster. Long history of solar stocks. Blah blah blah. All right, so let's look at the solar names. I kind of forgot them. I haven't looked at them for so long. FSLR's First Solar. Look at the week. Look how choppy it's been on the weekly chart. Ooh. Did we find some solar stocks? Maybe. SunPower, which is kind of the dominant leader in solar in terms of efficiency. Looks like it may be trying to make a comeback. Not so convincing the past couple of weeks, though. Sunrun. Good on the weekly chart. Is that the IPO of Sunrun? Wow. Go leases. Way to screw people over. ENPH. Oh, this is the inverter company. Everybody, literally everyone right now is using these inverters. I've gotten 8 solar quotes, maybe 9, maybe 7. And they all use these inverters. All of them. They said, yeah, everyone uses these inverters. And SEDG. Oh, no. SEDG is the inverters. These are the inverters. I'm sorry. SEDG. I'm not sure what Enphase is. Yeah, so this one could work out really well. I mean, just based on my experiences, but it's already up a tremendous amount. This is for the year. I don't know if there's a major base here has earnings coming out. Yeah, Nasdaq 0.32%, so we're pulling back a little bit here. Not Atlassian though. Look at that, launching higher, 9%. Bam. This thing is going for it. Looks like I should have gone heavier into Atlassian. Oh, I guess it's my second biggest trade right now. Probably, yeah, just due to the increase today. Yeah, I didn't put that much into it. Started out as, yeah, I didn't put that much into it. But it's working. I'm up 63%. Ridiculous. Ridic. Ooh, Yeti's. Yeti. I didn't notice Yeti was slowly murdering me. Yikes. I'm not. Do I want to be slowly murdered by a Yeti? All right. Thoughts on being slowly murdered by a Yeti? Just general thoughts. Just curious on people's opinion. Yeah, I didn't notice that. I did ditch Carvana. Oh, looks like it's bottoming out a little bit after I sold it. That's okay. I'm not mad. I mean, I really should be hawking Square. I have a huge position in Square. Actually, I wouldn't be minded the gain I've got right now on Square. Winter earnings, 8-1. I don't know if I'm going to get... Oh, is that... You know what? I didn't even put those two together. Yeti taking a dump. I didn't even put that... That's right up my alley, but I didn't even think about. Did I say that earlier? That's great. Yeah, definitely coming back in. All right, I may have to. Well, I'll give it a chance here. We found some support here at that 33. I'm already down here, so I may as well just see if it fails on us some more. I'm only down like $50. It's not that bad. Oh, now I'm down a little more as I refresh my screen here. It's 13%. It's definitely kind of manageable. Market 0.32%. Nothing wrong. Nothing wrong. I'm not even sure yesterday was a distribution day. It may have counted for one as on the NASDAQ. Four on the NASDAQ and 4 on the S&P. Yeah, the Russell looked like it was going to rally. Let's go look at the Russell for a minute. Yeah, it had a huge rally the other day. This was a massive day for the Russell. So maybe yesterday's just a shakeout day, and maybe we'll get back with it next week. But that was a very nice move for. So see the Russell here, and then we topped out up here. Had a couple of nice big days off the lows. Another big day here, pretty choppy through here. Nothing. It didn't do any damage to the chart though. And this was trying to get into highs, and then it looks like it's stalling out just a little bit, which isn't the end of the world for the Russell. And if the Russell gets healthy, then we have the Russell and the NASDAQ move, and this market's going to kick into the next gear. A weekly kind of looks like a head and shoulders pattern a little bit. Oh, Atlassian up 10% now. Damn, breaking that trend line. Let's go. Nice. I hope Yeti doesn't murder my profits from team, although it can't. They're hugely. Well, I guess no. I have more invested in initial capital in Yeti than I do in Atlassian. Seems to have found a feet here for right now. Yeti has at least. So that's good. It looks pretty ominous though. If it can bounce from here, that would show some good strength on Yeti. I may still close it though. 8-1 next week. Today may be a good day to close it out, just due to premiums. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days of expiration. By next week it'll be 3 days. So I will lose premium value just by default. Because I think they still charge you for those 3 days. Why wouldn't they, right? How's Square doing? Square's doing fine. How's Kiwi doing? Kiwi's maintaining, which is good. LK, still doing good. Cyber trying to make a comeback here. Cyber's holding pretty good. Carvana's almost back to my selling point. And Yeti. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here, take a break before my next show. Go see if my family still exists. And I'll come back at it later. Ooh, Lazian pulled in a little bit. So, all right, guys, I'll see you later. Have a good one. Have a happy weekend. Good weekend, fun weekend. Don't be overexerting yourselves in your crazy heat wave, in which case you're matching my temperatures over here. I at least know how to deal with the heat. You don't go in it. All right, guys, I'll see you later. Bye.